Hey guys, Accountability Angel here, and we are outside of the City of Morris Municipal Building in Morris, Illinois. It told me that Public Works is here, so hopefully it is, and it's not one of these neighboring buildings because it said on the left, but we are here to find out how you file a complaint on a Public Works employee on behalf of an old friend who had an on-duty Public Works employee, our City of Morris employee, steal a shed right out of her yard. If you guys caught my live a couple weeks ago, I touched on it, and today is the day I'm able to make it. So she sounded like she was getting the runaround, so we're going to see if we can help her out at all. We'll peek in here. The employee in question is a former Morris police officer by the name of Jerry. So, if nothing else, maybe we can find her the correct way to file a complaint on him, or whatever we can get done here. Justice Jake is on standby, checking the police scanner, because you know how they like to. We're soliciting our salesmen. Alright, let's go. AA1A. Hello? Is this the door I come in? Is this the door I'm supposed to come in?
Yep.
Oh, because I need help. I need to find out how I go about filing a complaint on one of the employees for Public Works. Is this the correct building?
What's the problem?
Well, I didn't want to get too deep into it, but it's a form of misconduct, that's for sure. If nothing else. I think it might be more than that, though.
Who's the employee?
Jerry Peterson.
Jerry Peterson. All right. What did Jerry do?
This is the director. So
Are you the director? I didn't want to get into it right now. I wanted to be able to like fill it out and come back, or whatever I needed to get done. I just didn't know the process of how.
Well, you have to know what he did, so we can.
Do you have a written process for that?
We have a process we go through, depending on what it is that he did, and we determine if he's at fault. Then it will either be a verbal warning, a write-up, or whatever.
Okay, and do you have like a document I could fill out if I'm uncomfortable doing it like this?
No, we don't have documents for you to fill out.
Well, do you have some sort of accommodation if somebody's uncomfortable doing it in here?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh. Who sets that rule? You or somebody else?
We will discuss it, and if I have to go talk to the mayor and discuss it with him, then we'll do that.
Oh. And what was your name, sir?
My name is Mike Day.
Mike Day. Okay, so can I just fill a complaint out on any piece of paper and bring it to you if I wish?
Sure.
And
Yep.
could it be anonymous? Like,
Yeah.
say there's evidence of it, but... Now, what if there's been an attempt to file a verbal complaint and the attempt went unnoticed or uncared for?
If that's happened, then I'm unaware of it.
That's why we gotta have a solid process.
Well, it didn't happen, or I would have been aware of it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it didn't happen?
No.
Has anybody turned in a complaint on him at all recently?
I can't answer that.
Oh.
I can't tell you that.
Oh. Has anybody had a complaint recently in this department?
I don't see it where that's any of your concern.
Oh, it's not? But I had a complaint.
Well, then write it up and let me know.
Okay, and is there anything I need to put on there particularly, or what's the exact process? Because I want to make sure I do it the correct way, so...
You write down what Mr. Peterson is accused of, and we will look at it and take our channels.
So what exactly happens from like the moment, say, I bring it to you and turn it in?
And then we will look at it, determine if we need to go to the mayor with it.
And the mayor, he's above you with like all that?
Yes.
I gotcha. And how do you determine that? Like, what if, say, you're best buddies with him or something, and you're like, oh, this girl can kick rocks, that's my buddy, you know?
No.
What does happen? You see my
We
concern?
don't work things like that here.
Oh, that's good to hear. So I could just bring it written to you at any
You
point?
certainly can.
Does it need to be notarized? Can I be anonymous?
It can be anonymous. That's fine, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, and if I wish to only leave, like, say, an email, if you needed to get in contact after that email
Well, I'll
would
tell you
be
what,
protected?
I mean, eventually, depending on what he's accused of, they're gonna need your name for a complaint. Eventually.
Yeah, but I mean, like, earlier on, before you decide what you're doing at all, if I give only my email, would my email remain anonymous and not be available to other members of the office who could, easily track me, especially maybe somebody being a former cop with the way to get a hold of that stuff to track it down?
Yeah, that's just do the email. It's fine.
Okay. And so the mayor decides the punishment for whatever happens?
If it's out of my control, the mayor will be the ultimate decision.
Okay, and you're the director.
Yes.
And okay. So what should be done if somebody's already tried to complain to you guys and it's gone nowhere?
What should be done?
Yeah, what should be the next step? Go straight to the mayor?
Punishment or what?
No, if you guys just won't take the complaint, it sounds like, or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we take every complaint that we have, and it's not many.
What do you guys do about, what's the process of, say, an employee, not necessarily that employee, but an employee, is committing theft against citizens? Like, say they come up while they're on duty and steal a shed, maybe, or steal a lawnmower. I saw that look. You know what I'm talking about. What would be done then? How do they investigate that? Do they call the police?
Follow the proper channels, and we don't make anything public. We deal with it in-house.
So if they were committing theft, they wouldn't be arrested? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's...
Because if I stole, like, your box of
theft
tissues...
is above us. You'd have to go to the police department.
Now, if there is some investigation like that, at what point do the police get involved? Do you guys call them? Do you force the homeowner to? Oh.
I mean, if an employee truly got caught stealing something, I would say the police are the ones to contact.
Now, what if, say this same person, maybe not Jerry, is driving by harassing the citizens, and, like, in front of their children even, after the person turned him in?
I'm not aware of anything like that.
Well, if I'm telling you he's doing that, should I add that to it? Would that matter if he's on duty or off duty? Like, say, would his non-working conduct, like when he's off hours, would he still have to pay for that within the city, or do you guys like, well, he was off duty, he wasn't working?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard for us to do anything when an employee's off duty.
You guys don't have, like, cops, like, if they get a DUI, then they're screwed. You know what I mean?
No, we're not like that.
I gotcha. All right, so I just fill it out and bring it. Does it have to be directly to you? Can I drop it off to her or just anybody?
Well, you
or
can drop it off to either one of us,
okay.
and we'll look at it.
Will you guys sign like a receipt, like where it say you like put a date on it and let everybody know that you indeed received the
No, I
complaint?
won't sign nothing. No.
So you won't? Will you put a stamp on there showing the
No.
date and time that you
No.
received it? Aren't you by law
can put
supposed
it
to?
on there.
Aren't you supposed to provide that?
I don't have to provide anything.
Well, because
You're coming in here with
that's an
accusing
official-
somebody of something.
I didn't
and
accuse anybody.
I don't have to sign anything.
No, listen. But that you received it. Not that, oh, this is true.
No, I don't have to sign anything saying that.
But then I could,
I'm
that
not
would be an
buying
official,
anything or-
but that would be an official document. So then therefore, per the freedom,
You're
well,
gonna
listen,
have to
listen.
go to
Per
somebody
the
else
Freedom
to
of
get that.
Information Act, I have every right to the stamped copy of it unless you give me the original copy back. Does that make sense?
Well, make a copy of it.
Well, you would have to. That's up to you. That's part of the Freedom
make
of
a copy of
Information
it.
Act. Yeah. So you would?
Yeah, I'll make a copy
With
of
a
it. and give it to
stamp
you.
date on there?
I'm not going to stamp it or date any or sign
Why?
anything.
What
Why
about,
would I?
so you're not going to write the date you received it? You guys don't?
No.
So how do
I'll make note of
how
it.
do you keep track of it in your
Oh, come
system?
on. I'll make note of it.
You just write it, what, on your notebook?
Yep.
You wouldn't write it on the actual document, so if you're having a rough day
No.
and can't find it,
No.
do you normally play on your phone when somebody's asking you questions?
No, I just got a text from a official. What's up, Tim? How's it going? Good, how about you?
Yeah, actually, I gotta be doing this.
Okay.
So you will not give me a dated copy back?
No, you bring the sheet in and I'll make a copy of it and I'll give you your copy back.
So will you accept it if I write my own date on it? Do you guys have
Yeah,
a stamp that has the dates? Do you guys even have one?
No,
Neither of you?
no.
No, we don't use stamps. We just write.
Oh, can I ask?
Your name?
Oh, I don't answer questions.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I wanted to
I'm
remain
gonna answer
anonymous.
questions too then.
I wanted to remain anonymous.
Okay.
I have every right to, don't I?
Well,
So you're refusing to tell me the rest of my questions?
what else do you want to know?
What do you mean? I wanted to know why you wouldn't write the date on there when you accepted
That's
it.
my prerogative. All right?
Yeah, but is that within your rights as the director
I
here?
would guess it would be, yeah.
Do you even
And
know?
if it's not, well, then I learned something.
Do you have 2 Freedom of Information Act forms I could have?
Do you have a Freedom of Information form, Denise?
That's something I have here. Probably City Hall probably has that.
Oh, you guys couldn't print them off? Since I wanted it for the Public Works? Sir, could I have a copy of this and then the tree grates as well?
Have a copy of what?
This weed killer room and then this for the tree
What
grates?
do you need a copy of the weed killer room?
Because I need it. Why wouldn't I need it?
Anything like that?
You understand the Freedom of Information Act doesn't give you a choice with that, right?
Well, I don't care.
You don't care? And you're the director?
You're not getting a copy of anything.
I can't have a copy of
You
this
go right ahead and do
or
what you
that?
gotta do.
What's with your attitude, Mike Day? I hope you're not related to the other Days. They're not making them proud anymore. So you're refusing to give me the copy of these, right? Sir?
Yeah, I'm refusing.
Okay. Here's the time for his refusal, guys. Why is that, sir? Could I ask?
No.
Okay, ma'am, could you comply with the Freedom of Information Act since your buddy here refuses to and give me a copy of both the weed killer room and this tree grates?
No, I'm under his direction.
That's terribly sad that he's guiding you wrong. You're dragging her into this now, sir. And you're not willing to provide me with the FOIA papers?
I don't see it. Do you see it?
Can you hop online and get it? You're supposed to have them,
No,
aren't you?
I can't.
Okay, do you have a piece of paper I could have? I'll write mine own now. Oh, here's your card. I definitely need that. Oh, great. He gave me a Post-it, guys. Could you give me a paper I could actually write it all on the same sheet for? Thanks. Do you normally treat people that try to file complaints this way, sir?
No, I've never had anybody come in here and do this, no.
What, to ask to file a complaint on an employee? Do you just let them do whatever they want throughout town? Do you even drive by and check on them every once in a while?
Yeah, I do. Every crew's checked on all the time.
Do you hold them accountable?
Yes, I do. And they know it.
How many times can they be late before you have an issue?
How is that your concern?
What do you mean? They're paid for by the tax dollars just like you are. Are you serious?
There's nobody been late down here.
Oh, nobody's ever late to work?
No.
No, nobody ever got to. Have you ever had anybody you've had to test for being intoxicated while on the job?
We get tested randomly for when you hold a CDL license in the state of Illinois. You are subject to random drug tests.
Do they all have CDLs?
Yeah.
Are they warned about the drug test more than a couple hours before?
No.
And why wouldn't you give me a stamped copy of what I turned into you?
You deliver the copy and we'll take it from there.
I'm going to deliver this copy and I want a stamped
Okay.
copy of that. I definitely need a copy of that with a stamp, please, if you have one. Or if you could just write it in showing when you received it, that would be
You
great.
can write it down.
I don't need to do your job for you, sir.
I'm not going to sign anything.
I didn't ask you to sign it, did I? Did I just say anything about signing it?
I'm not
Did
dating
I?
or signing anything.
Boy, your head's gonna bobble off if you wiggle it any harder.
Yeah, so is yours.
I ain't the one supposed to be acting professional at my job as the Director of Public Works for Morris, Illinois, sir. Now, can I have my copy of that?
Yeah.
And can you write the date on it? You're giving it back to
Go
me?
make a copy of it. You go somewhere and
Guys,
make a copy.
no, that's not how the law works.
Okay.
I'm leaving this with you. There is my FOIA that Mike Day is trying to give back. Now, can I have my copy of my FOIA?
You bring in the written complaint and we'll take it from
This
there.
is a FOIA, that's a whole different thing.
That's nothing but a piece of paper that you wrote on.
That is a Freedom of Information Act request, sir.
You go write your complaint down and we'll take it from there.
Can you call the mayor yourself?
The mayor's not in his office
Yeah, the
today.
mayor would be disgusted with your behavior and your lack of knowledge with the Freedom of Information Act of Illinois.
Got that, Denise? You want me to get it?
You seem pretty incompetent, so she probably should do it. Can I have a copy of my FOIA, sir? Do you understand that non-compliance with the FOIA laws? Yeah, sorry, their director doesn't know how to do his job. Alright, here is my FOIA. Here it is.
What is the address for?
Okay, that's all I wrote down for him. Now I'm going to have to write a second one when she gets out the phone.
I'm sorry, who got that?
As you guys see,
About Waverly?
as you guys can see, I placed it directly on his desk, and it says FOIA right on it.
114 West Waverly. And is it in the parkway?
Do you guys see how bold he is?
Is it in the parkway? You know, like the area between the sidewalk and the street.
Where does fucker go?
Oh. Okay.
We're going live.